play, which is insane to post on Instagram, or Snapchat, or it looks like, yeah, this is Instagram. But she posted this on her Snap as well. You got some dude with a Speedo, right? He didn't even show this. He showed something else, if I'm not mistaken. And it just pissed Piers off. And he just said, I'm done. Bro was pissed off, man, really mad. Let me see if I can find the clip for you guys real fast. And I was like, what the fuck? I wake up to do this shit, right? And bro just rage quits. I'm on the Zoom call laughing my ass off as him and the HS are going back and forth. Here it is, right here. Shit, let me get some of these things here. Sorry guys, my screen is all cleared because I was getting ready to obviously do the Zoom call and everything else like that. Hold on, not OSS. Okay. So let's go ahead and play this for y'all real quick.
I couldn't care less about your silly little insults. It's like a...
And this started because they were arguing. He was trying to say that HS was a homophobe. That's what he was. That's how this argument kind of started. He was saying you're a homophobe, blah blah blah, trying to get him on that.
2-year-old. Why would I care?
A 2-year-old. Listen, sir, I don't know why you come on and you talk like you're holier than thou. As soon as you're away,
all right, let's
who's this? Applications are open.
All right, let's just...
That's your ting, bro. That's your girl.
He also brought up the Epstein files as well, and that really pissed him off.
Send this, please.
Cooked.
You know what? I'm not doing this. Sorry, guys. It's pointless. I couldn't care less.
Yeah, made bro rage quit off his own show, man. See, and let's take a lesson from this, chat. Let's take a lesson from this, okay? Here's the reality. They'll try to sit there and tell you that it's okay for women to be whores. They'll sit there and try to tell you that it's okay for you to be in an open relationship. They'll try to tell you it's okay for your, woman to have a promiscuous past, all this other bullshit. But the reality is, your hardcore instincts as a man, right? As a red-blooded male, no matter how much of a beta you are, it's still going to bother you when you see your wife acting like a thought. I'm sorry. Clearly, it got to Piers because we're all human. We're all men, okay? We understand the reality that it's unacceptable for your woman to be engaged in certain behaviors, right? It is what it is. Now, they'll try to tell you that it's okay, it's acceptable, but even the most wokey of woke guys will get pissed off about it. Let me see if I can find another clip for you guys here. There was a clip here of let me find it for you guys. There was a clip of Hassan pissed off when I think it was Valkyrie, one of these these Twitch 304s, said some shit. You want to find out? And you could see that Hassan visibly got angry, right? Hold on, I'm trying to find the clip. Trying to find it for you guys right now. Because the problem with these leftists, right, and these progressives, is they try to sit there and tell you that they're accepting of women and their promiscuous behavior. Like, it's okay to accept this, whatever. Bro, deep down, it bothers all men, dude, okay? As a man, no matter how much of a liberal you are, it is always going to bother you finding out that your girl is a 304. It's going to bother you every time, dude. It is. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. They'll try to sit there and make it like it doesn't bother them, but it does. Okay? The only difference between us and them is that guys like me are honest about it, and we tell you guys you should not accept that bull. Do not accept promiscuous women. Do not. So, but progressives will sit there and try to tell you, oh, no, it's okay, no big deal. And they say that for their dumbass female audience. because they don't want to lose their female audience. Because the thing is, when it comes to women, is women want all the power and the authority with like zero responsibility. Zero responsibility. And they want all the benefits. I'll give you guys another example of this right now, as a matter of fact. Can someone in my OSS, one of you guys get me the link, please, for that? When you guys give me the link for that clip with Hassan and Valkyrie, whatever the fuck her name is? I'm trying to. Find this. Someone's probably gonna find it. Yeah, these girls are talentless whores, dude. Anyway, let me go here. And the other thing also, let me find, what was the other thing I was going to show you guys? Oh, on my Twitter feed, right? So I tweeted this literally right before coming on live. Let me show you guys this. So it says here, the NBA is expected to move toward 1 million salaries following major pay gains. Angel Reese pushed hard to get more money for the players. This marks a big win for them, right? Okay, I don't want to. Right, it's. I got the money and the fame. Now we're not gonna play that shit because it's all copyrighted. How much did the WNBA profit last year? The WNBA doesn't release official profit numbers, but 2025 marked the first time it triggered revenue sharing under the old CBA. Let me go ahead and answer that for you. There's a reason why they don't tell you guys. They profit nothing. Okay. They profit nothing. And this is what I wrote down. I said, yo, why should they be paid more when they generate no revenue? The WNBA is negative every year. If the NBA were negative, it would go out of business. Why do we have this intense need to platform mediocrity? Female sports are mediocre and completely unnecessary at a professional level. For character development to prevent them from being idiots, sports at elementary, middle, high school, and maybe even college can be justified, but it ends there. No one cares about professional women's sports. Let's keep it 1,000, bro. Let's keep it 1,000. No one gives a f about female sports because female sports suck. Okay? They suck. All right? Even feminists don't go to WNBA games. And why should they? It's garbage. Why? So I'm tired of the okay? I'm tired of the progressive. Let's just have a very honest conversation. Women, in general, tend to be useless to society outside of having children. I said it. I'm going to say that again. Women tend to be useless outside of having children. Okay? Now, I know people are going to be pissed off about me saying this, but it's the truth. Okay? It's the truth. They suck at sports. They don't really invent anything. No one wants to watch them compete, really, unless you're a loving father or family member, which is why I said sports at a elementary, high school, middle school, and even maybe collegiate level might be worth it. But once you start getting into professional sports, well, there needs to be money made. Professional means you make money doing it. Okay? And unfortunately, no one gives a f about female professional sports. They suck. So why the f are we over here subsidizing the WNBA when it's garbage and no one wants to watch it? Even feminists don't watch the WNBA. Nobody watches professional female sports ever. Get the f out of here with that. Okay? And if people do watch female sports, 9 out of 10 times, it's perverts watching beach volleyball. Let's be honest here. Ain't nobody tuning in saying like, oh, I'm keeping up with the WNBA. Get the fuck out of here with that, dude. And I'm tired of us sugarcoating the truth that women suck at almost everything. They don't really produce for society. They don't really do anything like that crazy. Every single real invention or innovation or revolution was led by men. Okay? Yes. Can women do the same things as men? Yes. But who's better? Men. Just because it's possible doesn't mean it's optimal. I'm going to say that again for all you libtard out there. Just because it's possible doesn't mean it's optimal. So in other words, since women suck at most things, they need to do what they're actually good at and what they're put on earth to do. Have kids. I'm tired of having to sugarcoat female mediocrity by saying, oh no, it's great. Yeah, female sports. Yeah, they suck. They suck at everything. Now, let's go into the other thing that pissed me off, because this is what progressives do. Progressives will sit there and lie and say, feminism, yeah, let's get them paid more, blah, 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 even though they're negative. No meritocracy. Here's the other thing that we need to have this discussion on. As you guys can see, Piers Morgan was visibly angry and upset and canceled his own show after being confronted with his wife's promiscuous behavior. What did this moment really reveal? Because to the blind eye, it's just a guy trolling Piers Morgan, giving him back, a little bit of a taste of his own medicine with that antagonistic journalism, right? And roasting him. But let's dig a little bit deeper, okay? Piers Morgan has prided himself on being a somewhat progressive journalist. He believes in feminism. He believes in multiculturalism. He believes in immigration to a degree. He doesn't like racism. He doesn't like bigotry, right? He doesn't like anti-Semitism. Basically, he goes against every single thing that I talk about. We're going to be honest, right? But when confronted with his own wife's promiscuous behavior, which is supposed to be championed by him, by the way, with progressive ideals and feminism, because I would argue that your wife having sex with other men is literally the tip of the spear when it comes to what feminism is trying to do. What have I told you guys before? Feminism was about equality maybe in the beginning, but now it's about removing responsibility from bad female behavior. And more importantly, it's about removing shame from poor female behavior. This is an ideology that Piers Morgan has adopted, pushed, and actually tried to defend today. His goal today was to bring me, HS, Sneeko, Justin Waller, and challenge us on our viewpoints when it comes to women, right? Why we look at the genders differently, why we view women the way that we view, why we believe that men need to behave in certain ways. But what Piers Morgan and Louis Theroux and all these other left-wing loser progressive don't understand, they're not asking the right question. What they need to ask is, why are we popular? Why has there been a surge in this type of content? Why has it become so popularized amongst young men? Why has the manosphere and or red pill content had a meteoric rise over the past several years? Well, besides the fact that Fresh and Fit spearheaded it, just kidding. But we definitely had a planet. I'll tell you why. Because the leftist narrative, the progressive narrative, this accepting narrative finally kicked in. And he could no longer keep the mask on of progressivism, of acceptance, of feminism. And he got angry, rightfully so. Rightfully so, by the way. Your woman embarrassing you like this and posting all this shit on the fucking internet is completely unacceptable. But in order to keep this, this image out there of being a progressive and being a feminist and accepting females however they are, he kind of let it ride. But when confronted with this uncomfortable fact, he raged out. Rightfully so, because he's a red-blooded man at the end of the day. And this is what I'm here to tell you, mother. The only difference between people like me and Piers Morgan or me and Louis Theroux is I have the nuts to say that run America. I have the nuts to say women they need to be in subordinate positions. I have the nuts to tell you guys that Indians are invading our country with H-1B visas. I have the nuts to tell you guys that blacks commit a disproportionate amount of violent crime. And I tell you this unapologetically.